Buongiorno. This is me and Matt, Killer Kyle. I don't know why I went like that. Anyways,
Guten Tag.
yeah. And then we're doing, believe it or not, another YouTube live chat.
Yes. We do these every once in a while.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, pretty cool. We just did our SummerSlam prediction video yesterday outside. Well, it was nice out. I figured we were gonna be busy today, so we would get that done.
Right?
I think the second part of our video is a bit rainy. The lens wasn't cleaned. I should have cleaned it before I went back downstairs.
Yeah.
I slowly realized that I'm not a very good director, or I wouldn't be a very good actor. I almost went Christian Bale on this guy's ass.
Yeah. But
I don't like it when people interrupt it when we're filming, as I don't think any of us do. So,
see, that's the one thing about doing a video outside. You take the chance
yeah,
of somebody coming up to you and start talking to you. Plus, depending on what it's like outside, if it's a really nice day, you're fine. But sometimes you gotta contend with the wind, and it was really windy and could possibly interfere with the mic.
yeah. The SummerSlam sign that I printed out and posted on, I believe it was the bench.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we couldn't see it, which is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
we did a video for SummerSlam outside 2 years ago, I think. It was the Sonya Deville versus Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite rants.
Yeah.
But no, this was fun. Nonetheless, it was fun. And then, of course, NXT. I said AEW for some reason, but it's NXT that has a pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah.
Premium live event.
Yeah.
Gotta get used to saying that. A heat wave or something. So, yeah, SummerSlam's tomorrow night.
Yes.
That should be fun. I just finished watching Raw. I started it yesterday. I'm slow at getting it done. But we were talking to a neighbor of ours,
Yes.
and I didn't really pay attention. Just fast forwarded through the show, but the Ric Flair woo is back.
Yeah, and the intro where it's where it's like then, now, forever, and it shows, Charlotte and Cena and all those other people. And at the beginning, it had the woo from Ric Flair. Well, when the Dark Side of the Ring episode came out about with Plane Ride from Hell, they pretty much wanted nothing to do with Rick.
Yeah.
Essentially. But it seems like ever since when Vince announced his retirement and Triple H is, in terms of creative at least, he was like, let's put it back in. He probably thought what the rest of us thought. He probably felt what the rest of us felt. It's fucking 20 years ago. Get over it.
Yeah, and that's the thing nowadays, this whole speak up, Me Too movement bullshit, which I've been talking about for a long time now. look, I understand what happened 20 years ago, and I get it. I really do. It's just you can't hold people accountable after the fact. Like maybe 2 years after the fact, I can understand, but like 20 years after the fact, it's like move the fuck on. Yeah, it's just stupid.
Like, if it was the next day, a week after, whatever, okay, that's within reason and it's, acceptable. Fucking 20 years later,
Yeah.
it's like, come on. Now, one thing that Matt and I'm sure, had talked about, and it's the truth. You get a plane full of men
Yep.
on an airplane that have just done a what was it, Europe?
Yeah, I think it was Europe.
Like a European tour, done however many matches, had however many cities, and you get them on a plane to fly home, and they got let's say 10 hours to kill, and they're more than likely alcohol's going to get involved.
Pretty much, yeah.
What else do you expect?
Well, yeah.
They, it was like, okay, we finished up this tour.
Yeah,
we're on our way home. We got some time to kill. Let's unwind, relax, have a few drinks, and enjoy ourselves. Now, pretty much everybody had a lot to drink, and one thing led to another, and it just ended up being pure chaos.
And then this is the thing where you look at the generations. Ric Flair, I believe Undertaker was there, Kurt Angle.
Yes.
All these guys, especially Vince. Now, Vince, obviously, not a smoker nor a drug user, but of course, he'll drink every once in a while.
Yeah, he'll indulge.
He loves his wine.
Right.
And when you get that many men, and yes, we are men, so we fucking admit it. When you get that many men together on a plane, you have intoxicated people. They might do some stupid shit.
Yes.
Obviously, filling up stewardess is wrong, and then that's one thing. It is what it is. To get Tommy Dreamer fucking fired from Impact Wrestling because he spoke his mind was absolute horseshit. There was no need for that after what he's done for the company. Not only that, but for WWE.
And I watched, or I saw what he had to say, and he's 100% correct in what he said. You get a bunch of guys. You have a bunch of wrestlers with alcohol and pretty looking women, flight attendants.
Yeah.
What the fuck else are you going to expect?
Yeah, I know.
Now, there is no excusing, this one particular flight attendant getting felt up and, the situation with Ric Flair and his robe and him being naked and whatever. But, they're fucking drunk.
Yeah.
Chances are
they're going to do some stupid shit.
Going to do something. Chances are something stupid's going to happen when alcohol's involved.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's also been two things that were very much talked about a lot from that plane ride from hell. One was with Brock Lesnar and Kurt Hennig.
Yeah.
And the other was with Taker and Vince and Kurt.
Yeah.
Now, of course, there was the incident, and it was talked about too on the Broken Skull sessions with Stone Cold and Undertaker, where they had a match in wherever the fuck it was, and Taker was draped up against the ropes, and Austin came across and was gonna do did something, and
Yeah.
his knee pad caught Undertaker on the ear and sliced it, and bleeding bad and all this other stuff. And, on the plane, he was like in and out of consciousness, and then there's a whole thing with Kurt and Vince, and they got into it, and then Undertaker came around and then looked and grabbed Angle around the throat and was choking him and choked him out and what have you. It's like, well, okay, one, that goes to show you the relationship of Taker and Vince.
Yes.
And two, when you got a guy that's going in and out of consciousness, chances are he ain't gonna put up with shit.
Mm.
Ain't gonna put up with much. I mean, you got your ear bandaged up, you're in and out of consciousness. You look over to see one of your co-workers tackle your boss, whatever the fuck. You would probably do something too. Maybe not to the extent that Taker took, but you would do something.
Yeah, loyal to Vince for sure.
Oh yeah, Taker was loyal to Vince through and through since day one.
Mm-hmm. I think I was gonna belch. Anyways.
Yeah, it'll come.
Oh, I know. Anyhow, but yes, so SummerSlam. If you haven't heard the news already, Vince McMahon retired. So, again, people are going to talk. Some people are like, oh, well, he's got all these allegations. Surprise. There was this one chick that had accused him of harassment, I guess.
Right.
It was him and then Johnny Laurinaitis. And then you have the sum of money that was given to them. Or given to her, hush money, if you will.
Yeah.
Which isn't right, by the way. You guy's fucking 77 years old, so.
Yeah.
But again, he's Vince McMahon. He's a millionaire. I don't think a lot of millionaires are scumbags, but there's a majority of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, so there's that. But there's also the fact that that his health is failing. Which doesn't really surprise me either, because, I mean, there's a guy that doesn't sleep.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking would basically go from, he would be, let's say, at SummerSlam for the whole show. So get there early, be there for the day, and then, be there for the show, and then, probably do stuff after the show, and then maybe go to a hotel for a little bit, get maybe a few hours sleep, and then be up and hit the gym, get a workout in, and go about the rest of his day.
Then the notorious story that Chris Jericho tells in the Broken Skull session, where him and Vince are listening to the Stones and AC/DC, and they drink until the wee hours of the morning, or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're joking each other about exercising all night. Chris didn't believe him until he gets a phone or a message, I guess, the next morning at, I think it was 5 o'clock in the morning. Vince is in the gym. So that's just the kind of beast he is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how people like Paul Levesque or Bill Goldberg or fuck even Vince can actually do that. Like these people will go out at night to the gym or wherever they are and do extensive workouts. Obviously, you got to keep your body in shape,
Yeah.
but fuck, I don't think I could ever do that.
Well, I've seen several videos where Triple H would do his uh, duties with like his COO duties and
Yeah,
everything he was gonna do that day, and then go home midnight, and work out.
yeah. He's got the chains around him, and he's like just doing fucking work and stuff and whatever. It's like that's intense. Now that he has a heart condition and a pacemaker, I don't know how well his workouts are nowadays, but
I'm sure he still does, but probably not to the extent he used to.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just glad I'm not a professional wrestler.
I mean, shit. I I know I had said this, but I'll dive a little bit more into it. Triple H, throughout his career, was between 255 and 275 pounds. And he was built really, really well.
Yeah.
Jacked. When he had that match at Super Showdown, was it? Against Taker, and they said he was 243. It's like, holy fuck.
Mhm. Well, yeah, and I mean, so
And that was
Yeah.
before the whole incident where he had that heart issue. He had that issue and the pacemaker and
yeah.
what have you.
But when you look at like before he tore his quad in 2001,
Right.
and then he came back in January of 02,
Yeah.
and it was like a completely different body. Like his sides were like expanded, and he's all muscle
Yeah.
and all that shit, and it was like, wow.
Oh yeah.
And then, of course, as the years went on, his body ended up going back to the way it was
Yeah.
before that. So who knows how that works? I don't know how that works. I can never get a fucking body like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll watch these fucking blow flex commercials.
Oh yeah. With these
I'm,
jacked.
I'm 50 years old and I look like I have a 20-year-old's body. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But
Like that just goes to show you though the dedication he put into having, of being an, if no, not, jacked to the nines and ripped to shreds and all this other stuff, but at least being and maintaining a healthy body and being muscled and in good shape.
yeah,
He's not going to be now in, the physique he had, let's say 20 years ago
yeah,
or
for sure.
so. But, he's still going to be in good shape.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, you gotta be. I know I'm not in the best shape, but I mean, I think I'm a lot better than I was.
Right.
You gotta stop fucking eating sugar and drinking alcohol, but it is what it is.
Good luck with that one, buddy.
Oh, I know.
You say you got to stop, but I know I know how much you love sugar in your beer, whiskey.
You also eat chips too, so.
Well, yeah.
And salty shit, which I stay away from, but
for the most part.
For the most part, honestly. But
Well, I know too. You're more of a sweets guy, anyways.
Yes,
You
always.
love your sweets more than you love savory stuff.
Yep. Well, that is true. I think the odd time, well, I haven't had chips in years, but the odd time I'll have like a poutine or we just had fries. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I do enjoy the sweets. I think that savory stuff is. I was just watching a video,
Yeah.
Premier SMR, and she was talking about like discipline,
Right.
and I was impressed because she's a lot younger than we are,
Right.
and like, well, yeah, whatever. But it's almost like she said when she was like, even when she was a little kid, she would know that she would have to eat her vegetables before she had dessert. Like no one really has that mindset usually.
Yeah.
It's always the quiet. It's always the opposite. But I mean, it is true to a certain extent.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, a lot of kids too are raised. Well, eat your meal and or no dessert.
Yeah,
But really all depends too.
yeah. So yeah, we will do a play-by-play for SummerSlam
Yep.
tomorrow. It should be awesome.
Yep.
There's a video. I didn't watch it, but I saw a little picture of it. There's the oh, Rhea Ripley and Judgment Day,
Yeah.
and there's a picture of them, but they inserted a picture of Dominic in the background, and it's almost like I didn't think about this when we did our prediction video, and I don't think it'll happen anyways.
No.
But Dominic turning on Ray.
There's been a lot of talk about that. It's like I don't see the purpose of it. I don't see a point to it.
No, I think Ray has his own agenda, and like he said, somewhere I can't remember where it was, but he doesn't want to wrestle after 50, which is still a ways away.
Oh yeah.
Guy's fucking 30 years apart from me, so
Yeah. So he's
so 48. Yeah.
I was going to say if he's 30 or even. I was going to say if he's 30 years apart from you, that would make him like damn near 70.
Oh.
Because you're 38 and he's 30 years older.
Oh, right now, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm off. I apologize for that. No,
20 years older. Okay,
10 years older than me.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah. Wow. That's how much I know math, anyways. And Fight for the Fallen we just watched. That was a good show.
Fight for the Fallen was good. Fighter Fest was good.
Yeah.
I was really intrigued that they made it like they did. Okay, one for night or Dynamite night 1 and Fighter Fest night 1, night 2 Dynamite and Rampage. It's like I guess that so we can get more out of it. I guess because wasn't it last year? It was only like Dynamite 2 nights Dynamite. They didn't. Well, that was probably 2 before
Yeah, well,
Rampage was a thing.
True, yeah. They would have, like, I remember when I did this was 2020, I think it was, and it was Fighter Fest one Wednesday and then a Wednesday after that.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking I was 10 years old and Ray was 20. Shit.
Yep.
Anyway, sidetracked. Jungle Boy Jack Perry spit some fire.
Oh, that was the most intense I've ever seen that kid.
That's very cool. And I mean, I like to see where this goes. I don't know. Do you think that's in bad taste that they go personal?
See, here's the thing. A lot of people may have the opinion that it's in bad taste
Yeah.
when wrestling, they get personal with wrestling. The thing about it is, they've been getting personal in wrestling for so fucking long.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, where do you draw the line as far as how far is too far?
Right.
Like, you got Christian talking about Jungle Boy's dad, and you had, referenced alcohol problems with Matt Hardy, and,
Jason's divorce.
Yes. So, I mean.
And yes, I don't say Christian, I say Jason. It's real life, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of weird how that works. It's like, yeah, how far is too far? But obviously, they're going to talk about it before they air that shit. So.
Well, yeah.
And then, we did the prediction video yesterday, and I had that rant about The Miz. And then I just watched Raw last night and today.
Yeah.
And I didn't see the intense fight in the beginning with Logan Paul and The Miz.
Right.
And that was like, holy shit. Like I said, Logan Paul would do good in WWE.
Right.
He's got that charisma.
Yes.
Now, that being said, I think that Tommaso Ciampa is also going to shine.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
It seems to be lately what they've been doing with Ciampa is him right now very reminiscent of how he was in Ring of Honor.
Yes.
Like, when he was in NXT, he did very, very well. Thrived, NXT champion, what have you. Now, they did have him do he always had really good matches, but he would beat somebody up on the outside, and then he'd slide down the apron and pat himself on the back and clap and all this other stuff. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
And there was matches he had where he just had that intense side to him. Now that he's on Raw, that intense side is been brought forward.
Yeah.
He's more intense. He had that intensity in NXT, but it only seemed to be reserved for certain rivalries and certain matches.
Oh, yeah. Him and Gargano.
Oh, yeah.
Good matches they had. The betrayal that they had, whatever.
Yep.
I think that, Tommaso Ciampa, whatever. The whole 14A thing is looking good. And if you saw Montez Ford busted open, and, there was a video where they had that in an icon picture. And I thought about it, and it's like, I don't think he bladed during that match.
Probably
It
not.
looked like a legit, and that's what I mean. I don't like the fact that they blade during the match because it's phony. Honestly, I understand. I get the comments that people are going to say that wrestling is phony, whatever. I don't give a fuck. If you bleed naturally, I don't see the problem with it.
No, I don't see a problem with it either. And see, you look back during the Attitude Era, or you look back over the years, generally speaking, to get that next level of oh, there we go, excuse me, physical violence, generally they would have to make themselves bleed.
Yeah, oh, I know.
Nowadays, it seems to be if somebody does bleed, it's caused by, I don't know, somebody's head hitting the ring post by accident,
Yeah.
or hitting, I don't know, corner of the steps unintentional, whatever.
Yeah, and then now there's other stuff too, like John Cena's nose getting broken by Seth Rollins in an accident,
Yeah,
or Sanjay Dutt's eye.
yeah,
Yeah, so there's more to the wrestling, and they say it's not ballet, it's fucking wrestling, and
yep.
but it is what it is, and yeah, SummerSlam's coming up. We'll watch that.
Yes, sir.
And that's gonna be fun. Anyways, yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Well, one thing that we had discussed that I think we should dive a little bit more into here, at least. We don't have to do. No, anyways.
Yeah.
So, Matt and I had talked about no longer doing prediction videos, only for what I would call your weekly event, weekly exclusive events like Fighter Fest, Fight for the Fallen, Winter is Coming, Great American Bash, In Your House, stuff like that happens either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. We're still going to do the play-by-plays for them, but just no longer going to be doing the protection videos for them. We're still going to do, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania Backlash, etc., Elimination Chamber, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And that's the thing, because I figure, you know what? It frees up a lot, I guess.
Yes.
And it's unfortunate, but it does. And I mean, it's nice to do prediction videos for that, but it's almost, I don't want to say pointless, because it's a short time. It's 2 hours.
And not only that, but finding the time to do a prediction video for those events.
Yeah.
Before it actually happens, it cuts it close.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. And I mean, I remember when TNA Impact did this.
Yes.
They'd have a lockdown, or No Surrender, Turning Point. Sometimes that would be on live television.
Yes.
So, yeah, to me, I don't know why they do that. It's kind of pointless to me, because they're going to have All Out, or they're going to have Insurrection, or they're going to have, Slammiversary, or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
So, yeah, I figure it's no point to do a review for it. I mean, in your house, a great pay-per-view idea or premium live event, but no, they have to do it on a regular NXT episode. And to me, that's a waste of fucking time. I unfortunately hadn't watched NXT in a while. Apparently, her name is Jade, going by Jade instead of Cora Jade. I don't know why, but there's a picture I saw. It was Bubba Tunde, Debba Kato, Commander Aziz, whatever you want to call him. But there's a rumor, I don't know if it's happened yet, that he's the bodyguard to Jade.
Okay.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, that would be pretty cool. I want to see where this goes. Like, I still have a lot of respect for Jade.
Right.
You know what I mean? You talked about the promo that she cut.
Yes.
And so I did watch it, and I was like, you know what? Uh, it's in her favor.
Yeah.
You know, they want to take team titles, and Roxanne just decides to put a contract in for the NXT title shot against Mandy Rose.
Right.
And it's like, I understand why Cara would be pissed off. So,
Yeah, I guess.
you know, no sympathy for Roxanne. I mean, I'm sure she's a good wrestler and all that, but, you know, from what I saw from Jade, and yeah, Roxanne and Ring of Honor was really good.
Right.
Her matches with Willow Nightingale was awesome.
Yes.
So, I mean, we're going to see where this goes, I'm sure. Tony Storm is not Tony Storm. Tony Stark.
Right.
Not Tony Stark either.
Zoe.
Zoe Stark, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Lacey is back in NXT.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool to see her back.
Yes.
There's another rumor I just saw today. I don't know why I'm yelling. It's kind of funny. It's because Triple H is now the head of WWE because Vince is no longer in the company.
Yes.
That they want to go back to the black and gold brand. And I'm like, I don't know. See, this is what pisses me off because, well, it doesn't really piss me off. It's just annoying. You get used to something and then automatically they take it away and go back to the old way. And it's almost like, why would you do that?
Yeah. I honestly think Triple H wants to go back to the black and gold because, as I made mention of this about a month or so ago, whatever it was, NXT was Triple H's baby.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So
Oh, yeah.
to have him, you know, I don't. Maybe he just thinks that it doesn't. Like, it's good, but, like, maybe he thinks it doesn't fit. I don't know. What the reasoning would be behind him wanting to go back to the black and gold. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting for sure. But, anyways.
Could you also envision this little 5'4" girl being protected by this massive fucking 7-foot dude?
I think that would be the first time. I mean, obviously, you had AJ Lee when she was with Big E and Dolph Ziggler. Big E was like the muscle.
Yeah, but I mean, like, usually anybody that has been a bodyguard, a muscle, whatever, for somebody.
Yeah.
There may be a height discrepancy, but not that much. I mean, you look at, okay, Big E and AJ Lee. Yeah, he was built, but he wasn't that much taller than her. You look at Christian Cage and Tyson Tomko.
Yeah.
He was a little bit taller than Christian, not by much. But, like, here's, Jade.
Yeah.
Fucking here's goddamn Bubba Tunde.
Yeah. I think it'd be fucking hilarious not to be patronizing. But I mean, that would be funny. Because Cora Jade would be like the badass chick that has this big guy, you know. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. and I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just not sure where this is gonna go. I mean, I'll still cheer her.
Yeah.
That's just me. But yeah, we'll see. And yeah, I know that there's an NXT pay per view coming. Yeah, I said that already. I called it an AEW pay per view, whatever. But yeah, so anything else?
No, SummerSlam per play by play is going to be really good. Looking
Yeah.
forward to the show, actually.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm sure we will have a lot in store for that.
Oh, we will.
Have some fun with that, and yeah.
So this is me, Matt, Killer Kyle, and we love you all with a peanut.